Hello, everybody. This is Sean Kelly, and I'm going to be showing you how to construct an analemma using Stellarium and Microsoft Excel. Let's see if the sound comes on. Hello, everybody. All right, sounds good. Okay, so we are going to construct an analemma. What's an analemma, Sean? Okay, well, I'm glad you asked. As a matter of fact, an analemma is a picture of this, or can be made from by taking a picture of the sun every day for a year at the exact same time, local time. And here's an example of it. It makes a kind of a figure 8. Now, in ancient times, they probably didn't have the capability of taking pictures, right? But they would have made a using a stick in the ground called a gnomon. They would have marked the end of the shadow at a particular time. In particular, maybe the shadow at noon, when the sun is highest in the sky, was something they could figure out. And if you mark that position, you'll find that through the year, the end of the shadow will make a figure 8. And so that's how they would have seen it. What's going on is the angle of the sun is changing. The altitude of the sun is changing throughout the year. So that's really what we're going to be watching. Okay, so first step is to look up what your latitude and your time are. So you're going to need to access a database, a little list here, which I've created, or your instructor has created. And I don't have a bunch of names here, but I have myself, and I'm the example. And I'm giving you this example. It's going to be a latitude of 63 degrees and a standard time of 11:30. So it's 11:30 a.m. standard time. So in the assignment itself, you'll see links to a template. If you have Excel on your computer, download the template to your computer and open that. If you don't have Excel on your computer, you can still run it through a web browser. And that requires you to use a different template. Make sure you're using the appropriate one. So I'm going to use this template online on the Office 365 and show you how it works. I do have it installed on my computer, but this will allow all of you to see how to do it if you don't want to install it on your computer. So I am on, sorry, just give me 1 second. I'm going to be on, this is the Microsoft 365, and it's free to us. So please, sign up for a free account. And then when you open the template, here's what it looks like, okay? So very first step is make sure you indicate the latitude right here. So I'm going to indicate 63. And then my sun is at what time? And that was 11:30. Okay, now I'm going to start off by making sure that everybody is aware that we follow something called daylight savings time for part of the year. And so if you look right here, from the beginning of March to the beginning of November, we have daylight savings, which means that our clock has been pushed forward an hour. So when I say 11:30 standard time, that would be 12:30. You have to then add an hour to get to daylight savings time. Stellarium uses daylight savings time. So you want to make sure you're using the correct time according to the standard time. All right, so for 3, 21, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, not 11, not 12, not 1, not 2, right? So basically most of the year we have to adjust our clocks, and here at the end we're going to do it again. So we're going to start off with 3/21, March 21st of this year in the template, and we're going to go all the way until March 21st of 2021. And we are going to record the angle of the sun, the azimuth and the altitude of the sun. So if you look right here, this is what we want. We just want these two columns right here. What we have in Stellarium is the number of degrees, the number of minutes, and the number of seconds of azimuth, and the number of degrees, the number of minutes, the number of seconds of altitude. So I'm going to ask you to record this information. There's 13 entries, and then Excel will compute these for us. If you want to click on this, you can see the formula. It's pretty simple. But anyways, you don't have to worry about that. When we're done, we're going to get a list of numbers here. So our data is going to go in this section right here. And when we're done, we're going to make a picture, and we're going to see a figure 8, and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So we know the time and the location, and we know the dates that we're going to need to use. So the next thing is to take a piece of paper and actually, let me show you what I've got. I've got a piece of paper. right here. And I've made a list of, here's what we got. Okay, we have azimuth, degrees, single slash means minutes, double slash means seconds, and then altitude, degrees, minutes, seconds, okay? And I have a list here, 321.20, going all the way to 321.21. That's 13 entries altogether. Okay, so we're going to be filling this in together, and I'll show you exactly what to do. So all you need to do is make a list like this, and you will be able to do exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so we'll start off now with a Stellarium, and I just started the program. So in fact, it thinks I'm in Santa Barbara, but I need to change that, right? So the very first thing I want to do is I want to scroll out. There's the sun over there. The first thing I want to do is change. First thing I want to do, actually, by the way, is to scroll down and hit the pause button. This way, it will actually freeze time at whatever the time is I want it to be, and I won't have to watch it changing, okay? So do that first. Next step, let's go over here to the location window, and you just highlight all of this, and you can press delete or just type 63, whatever your latitude was, and hit enter. And now it's going to be 63 degrees north, okay? So you want to make sure that reads the right thing. You'll notice that the sun moved. That's a good sign. It means that I'm doing it right. Okay, I haven't changed time zone, so that's good because it'll mean that I can use a standard time zone. I can use the time as written as it is, okay? I'll show you how that works too. Okay, second thing, let's go over here to the time and date window. Pop that open, and we're going to change to, let's go back to 3:21. Okay, so you can see the sun is in the sky, thank goodness, but I need the right time. So let's see, I'm going back to 11:30. Well, wait a second, this is daylight savings. I want to show you something. Instead of 11:30, we want it to be 12:30, okay? Because we are in daylight savings time, we are going to add 1 hour. So instead of 11:30, I'm adding 1 hour because it's one of those dates that is in daylight savings time. Okay, so even though my time is 11:30, for this particular one and for several more, I'm going to use 12:30 as the time. Okay, and finally, all I have to do, and actually it's a little bit easier if you turn off atmosphere to see the numbers, but all I have to do is click on the sun. And if you look over here at the numbers, I can see my numbers. So here's the numbers, the AZ, 169 degrees, and I'm writing it down as I'm reading it, okay? So I'm gonna write this down, 169 degrees, and then 54 minutes, and then 55.2 seconds, okay? I'm writing down the whole number, and I realize it's a little bit of work, but it's just 13 times what I have to do this. If you look right here, so 169 degrees, 54 minutes, 55.2 seconds. The next one, 27 degrees, 17 minutes, and 51.0 seconds, okay? And I'm done with 321. Let's move forward to 421. You just click this. There you go. I'm done. All right, and now I'm going to record the numbers again. Okay, and I'm just going to keep doing this. I'm just going to do the whole thing for you. So I'm doing mine. Your time and place is different than me, so you don't have to watch all of the video if you get the idea. Just move forward. But I'm going to go ahead and do the whole thing just to see how long it takes. So 171 degrees, 21 minutes. Again, I'm looking over here, right? 54 seconds. If it says 0.0, I could drop that. But I'll write it in for this time. Okay, and then we have 38 degrees, and then we have 59 minutes, and we have 4.8 seconds. Okay, and then we advance, and we're going to do this 13 times. So we're going to go all the way down. Just remember, though, that when we get to November, we want to flip back to 11:30 because that is no longer daylight savings time. So just remember that, okay? Don't forget. It's probably the most common mistake. Okay, here we go. 5:21, I'm at 171 degrees, 10 minutes, 53.7 seconds, okay? And then my altitude, 47 degrees, 10 minutes, and 24.0 seconds. Okay, and here we go, 6:21, 168 degrees, 168 degrees, 56 minutes, and 6.6 seconds. Can ignore the 0, right? And then 50 degrees for my altitude, 50 degrees, 5 minutes, 40.0 seconds, okay? And now we go to 721. 721, 167 degrees, 167 degrees, 50 minutes, 36.0 seconds. Okay, next altitude, 46 degrees and 49 minutes and 46.7 seconds. Okay, 821. Here we go. 170 degrees. Okay, 2 minutes, 29.4 seconds. Okay, can you all see the numbers? Okay. And then the altitude, I can't read it, so I'm just going to move it a little bit. There we go. 38 degrees, 26 minutes, 14.2 seconds. Okay. And we'll go to 921. Here we go. 173 degrees for azimuth, 54 minutes. Can't quite read it. 50.6 seconds. Okay, the altitude is 27 degrees, 9 minutes, 20.1 seconds. Okay, 1021, next date, 176 degrees, 35 minutes, 26.0 seconds. Okay, and on the altitude, 15 degrees, 52 minutes, and 50.4 seconds. Okay, and 1121, hey, I remembered, let's turn this back to 11:30 now. I go back an hour because we have now entered standard time again. Okay, so 176, you'll notice that it doesn't jump much if you did it right. 28 minutes, 17.9 seconds. Okay, the altitude is 6 degrees, 48 minutes, 18.3 seconds. Okay, 1221, again, I'm just going to leave it on 11:30. Okay, here we go, 173 degrees, 43 minutes, 24.5 seconds. Okay, and my altitude, my altitude, 3 degrees. How about that? 23 minutes, very low to the sky, and 28.6 seconds. You might notice that's the winter solstice, so that's the lowest it's going to be. Okay, we are entering a new year, 1/21/2021, azimuth, 170 degrees, 26 minutes, 46.9 seconds is the azimuth, and the altitude, 6 degrees and 54 minutes and 9.7 seconds. Okay, we're almost done. 221, 169 degrees, 7 minutes, 56.6 seconds. Okay, and the altitude is, can't quite read it, 16 degrees, 17 minutes, and 2.2 seconds. Okay, and our last one is 321, and don't forget, it's daylight savings again. Go back to 12:30, and 169 degrees, and 54 minutes, and 13.8 seconds. And the altitude is, can't read it, 27 degrees, and 12 minutes, and 3.5 seconds. All right, I've just collected all my data. And you can take a look right here. Here's all my data, right? Starting at the top, right? And going through. And what's the next step? Well, the next step is to go back to your spreadsheet and start entering this data. And so I'm going to go to my spreadsheet. Here it is on my template. And I'm going to start to enter the numbers that I just got. So here's 169. The quick thing is to press the tab button. It jumps to the next cell. 54 minutes, tab, and 55.2 seconds, tab. Okay, that's the altitude. 27 degrees, tab, 17 minutes, tab, 51.0. Hit enter, and it's supposed to go back. It didn't work. Okay, here we go. 421. Now you'll notice that these numbers automatically got updated. That's cool. It turned them into just single numbers with decimals. Okay, that's a calculation that's being done for you. Again, you can click on it to see how it's done, but you don't need to know that. Okay, here we go. 421. 171, tab, 21, tab, 54, tab. Okay, you can get better at this, right, if you practice. 38 degrees, 59 minutes, 4.8 seconds. Okay. Here we go. 521, 171, 10, 53.7. Okay. And the altitude is 47 degrees, 10 minutes, 24 seconds. Okay. Here we go. 621, 168, 56, 6.6. And then 50 degrees, 5 minutes, 40 seconds. Okay, 721, 167, 56, 30, oops, 167, I messed up. 50, you see I have the same number, okay. 50, 36, just double check your work. And 46 degrees, 49 minutes, 46.7 seconds, okay. 821, 170, 29.4, okay. And 38 degrees, 26 minutes, 14.2 seconds, okay. Here we go, 921, 173, 54, 50.6, okay. 27 degrees, 9 minutes, 20.1 seconds, okay. 1021, we're almost done. Over halfway there at least. 176, 35, 26, okay, 15 degrees, 52 minutes, 50.4 seconds. 1121, 176, 28 minutes, 17.9 seconds. 6 degrees, 48 minutes, 18.3 seconds. 1121, oops. Oh, 1221, sorry, 1221. 1221, yep. 173 degrees, 43 minutes, 24.5 seconds. 3 degrees, look at how small that is. 23 minutes, 28.6 seconds, okay. 121, 2021, 170 degrees, 26 minutes, 46.9 seconds. 6 degrees, 54 minutes, 9.7 seconds. Okay, almost done now. 169 degrees, 221, 7 minutes, 56.6 seconds. Okay, and the altitude 16 degrees, 17 minutes, 2.2 seconds. And our last one, we're almost done, okay? 169 and 54 and 13.8, okay? 27 degrees altitude, 12 minutes, 3.5 seconds. Okay, that was a lot of work. And the whole point was to generate these two columns. Now you're gonna click azimuth, and you're gonna drag a little square around these two. And we're going to generate a picture of this by going up here and going to insert And we're going to go to scatter. You click that and you select the one with the smooth lines right here. Scatter with smooth lines and markers, okay? And actually we have just created an analemma. So take a look at that beautiful analemma. You could stretch it out, make it look a little better. And in fact, here's what I want to do. I want to show you, actually we can change the title. I don't know how to change the title. How do you change the title? I don't know how to change it. Okay, alt text, there we go. No, that didn't work. Yeah, let's see. This is 63 degrees north latitude at latitude at 11:30 standard time. AM, let's put AM, okay, standard time. And let's see if that works. No, that didn't work. Okay, I don't know how to change it. Okay, don't worry about it. That's your job right there. What you're going to do at this point is you're going to share an image of your analemma, and you're going to upload that to me for full credit. If you're using Windows, there's a really cool key. You can either do a print screen to capture the whole thing, or you can just capture the window with your picture, and that's the Windows key, Shift, and the S. It's a new snipping tool, and that allows you to just snip a picture of this, and you can upload that picture. Okay, so we have just created an analemma. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact Dr. Kelly. That's me, so in the third person. And my email address, if you want to reach me, is spkelly, spkelly, @pipeline.sbcc.edu. So thank you very much for your attention and have a great time. Bye.